So this is the final round, and we've got Chris again. So actually, what happened in the last round was it was a draw. Um, basically, Ahmad managed to not die in the final 5 turns, but one more turn possibly would have gotten him dead. These guys are just waiting to start. They've completed their pre-match procedure, and I think they're about to go. Not sure who's on the play, but we'll find out very soon.
Both playing Team Energy.
And these guys' life totals probably. So yeah, last round, basically a whole bunch of the top players drew. So Chris is actually still in the running, despite not outright winning that last game. He is still the top seed. And this is the final. This is for a spot in the standard invitational. Guys talking about their lunch in the meantime, waiting to start.
Okay, so they pick up the hand.
Chris is not happy with that. I might have kept it. He had
it was 5 lands.
A tune with Ether
I think
for another land, so then he would have had 6 lands instead of 5.
Confiscation.
And that way there's 6 less lands in the deck.
Joe is also mulliganing.
Yeah, I think I didn't see Joe's hand, but yeah, Chris definitely way too much mana in that hand. Mulligans. Both players on Temur Energy here. Let's have a quick peek at their deck lists. They're pretty close together.
Yeah, Joe's only playing 3 Bristling Hydras.
I think he's up 1
confiscation
land.
No, he's down 1 confiscation.
Yeah, he's got another land.
And
otherwise, these lists are pretty much identical. Very little different about them. Abrades, Essence Scatters, Harness Lightnings, Magma Sprays, Attunes, Confiscation Crews.
He's got less cards in his deck. I think there might be a problem with the deck list.
23. Yeah, probably something that I didn't copy over. I'm just going to have a peek quickly.
He plays Botanical Sanctum and Attunes for a...
Okay, so it's Joe on the play. Both of these players
are
tuning each other.
So Joe's getting a island, and Chris get an island also.
I do count 60 cards in Joe's deck list, so I don't think there's anything wrong there. It's just he's got an additional land, and he's got 1 less creature. And the other counts are relatively similar. It's probably something that's not rendering correctly on the screen.
Okay, so now Joe... I don't think he has a 2-drop. No, he doesn't have a 2-drop, he just passes. Now Chris is going to be able to play his Servant.
No,
he's not playing Servant.
He's pretending to have counter magic. His opponent also does not know what he's playing.
No, he doesn't. Is that an
Essence Scatter?
I think that is an Essence Scatter.
Yeah, he's playing 2 main deck Essence Scatters. Joe as well. These are very similar builds.
I think
they might have used the same reference to build these decks from. And now that... Ooh, does he have another one? Just passing back. He could have put down a 7 of the conduit there, potentially representing 5 mana next turn, but he has 2 the other Essence Scatter.
And now Joe's just passing. Okay, so now... Is he going to play
He gets to play his Bristling Hydra first, despite being...
I think he's going to play Servant and then leave after the Essence Scatter. Yeah. This way he's
very smooth line of play there. Being able to keep Joe from developing his board while, doing something kind of relevant.
That worked out well for Chris. And he's going to tap for Glorybringer. And it's an Essence. He slams the Essence Scatter.
Oh,
very hard.
No Glorybringer for you. And I think he plays the Bristling Hydra here. Unless he has his own Glorybringer.
He's got a Rogue Refiner, and I think he's got 2.
Doot.
He's just attacking with a servant, and yeah, he's just gonna play the
And this is
bristling hydra.
my bristling hydra. Puts me to 1, 2,
6
3,
energy.
4, 5,
No,
6. I think he's got 7
8.
points of energy here. It's
He's,
3 plus
he's
2
got
plus 2.
he's got 6.
He
He's got
opened
9. He's got 9.
green.
He's got 9. He's got a tune.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
He's got an
8, 9. 9
yeah.
from the from the
He's got
ether
a
hubs.
tune. Yeah.
And Joe also
Yeah.
has his bristling hydra here, but I suspect Chris's is going
Joe's
to be
just
considerably
a
larger.
little bit behind right now.
I'm trying to figure out how you tap his mana here.
Drops the die.
Chris 6. Chris on 9 points of energy. Joe on
6.
6. Ooh.
I think if Joe has a harness lightning, okay,
That's a rogue refine. It's really good here. Just
mm,
free
cast his mana away
pressure.
again.
Draw the card, get the energy. Puts him to 11 energy.
That's almost
That's
4
almost 4
activations.
activations, yeah.
What does he have in his hand? I think he's got Spy Bluff Canal in his hand. Paying the energy, so now he goes down to 10. Plays another
That's
Rogue
12.
Refiner.
That's 4 activations on his Bristling Hydra. Twice as many as Joe has.
In with
Does he just activate it
Hydra.
twice if Joe tries to block here?
I don't think he activated this twice because I think he'll just trade if Joe's blocks. Because if he activates this twice, no, he can activate it 3 times. Okay, fine, yeah, he will activate it.
He needs 2 more activations than Joe has to make it attack through, which he does. He puts 1 count on it. Joe does not respond.
I think Joe
Might
did
be
not
thinking
block.
about a Harness Lightning. Yeah, no, he said no blocks. So it resolves Hydra's Hexproof, and that puts Joe down to 15.
No, wait, what? How? No,
Yeah, he's not a valid target,
Chris is
unfortunately. It's
clarifying
Hexproof.
yeah,
He takes 5 points of damage.
a bit of a misplay by Joe. Now Joe's in. I don't know how Joe gets out of this now.
He's got no other choice. Just turn it sideways. I would straight up just trade with a Refiner here. Possibly double block it.
No, he's got the Hans Lightning. You know that he's got the Hans Lightning. No,
Chris has been out of the game for a while. Doesn't recognize that land. Oh, it's Rootbound Crag.
he's liking the new art.
Also, 5 points of damage. I think Chris is happy to take that. He's got way more tempo. This is a big chunk coming in. Chris could reasonably just attack with all his creatures.
That is how much damage? That's 6, 11. He could actually. No, then he knows that he's got a Hans Lightning.
This will put Joe down to 4. That's terrifying.
That punt with a Hans Lightning might have actually cost him the game.
Yeah, he shouldn't have showed him that Harness Lightning. It's just real bad over there. Oh. Yeah, he's
gonna give it up.
not happy. Not happy at all.
So Chris,
These guys' decks are
is
basically identical. Their sideboards differ slightly. Let's just see if we can get those generated.
they both.
Two Gearhawks,
No, the
both
sideboards
sides.
actually look very similar also.
Ethersphere Hearts. Joe's got a slightly larger selection of effects. He's got an extra braid in the sideboard. No ether. Oh, he's also one Ethersphere Harvester. I think Chris has gone all in on the negates. Well, Joe has
No.
2. Where are
No.
his numbers different?
I think he might have a problem with the deck list. He's gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, that is 15 cards.
Is that 15 also? It's 9, 10. There's only 13 cards.
I think it's fine that he only has 13 cards in his sideboard.
I think
Does Chris have 2 extra cards main deck?
He's
Let me
got two
just
extra
check
cards
the
main deck.
original list. I
I think he's
suspect
got
that's
two
what's
extra
going
cards
on.
main deck.
Is that
And
actually
they might actually be playing the exact same deck. Yeah, because there's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
yeah, it's got an
12,
extra
13,
braid and an extra
14,
confiscation coup,
15.
which
Yeah, so
Joe.
on the paper list we have this slightly different. I think I had the deck list the wrong way around again. Glimmer, 4 negates, Chandra's defeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These deck lists appear to be identical, except for the 1 extra land on Joe's side, and 1 less Bristling Hydra. I think they're actually playing literally the same lists. So there should be 1 more braid
And one in
Chris's sideboard,
and 1 more confiscation coup
and a single more confiscation.
and then
coup.
not a confiscation coup and a braid in the main board. So -1 in both those in the main board.
What do they bring in? Crystal thinking about thinking about his sideboarding choices.
He looks to be taking out the the gates worked very well for him in the last game.
The essence scatters, you mean?
I mean the essence scatter, sorry.
I don't think Joe was expecting those.
I wonder if they know that they've got the same deck. They might not.
Yeah, so these are the lists are basically identical. Joe choosing to play an extra land over the 4th Bristling Hydra. I think Chris just had his number there with a double essence scatter. He drew a good draw, and then Joe didn't. He just didn't have the read on him, so played straight into the double essence scatter, and that lost him the game.
Yeah. And he didn't have a turn 2 or 3 player. That might have also.
Really important game for Chris and Joe, I suppose. Both of these guys basically in the seat to get that invite to the finals if they do win this game. Joe having to work a little bit harder than Chris here since he has to win a game and win again. Chris just needs 1 more.
He is on the play though, which is quite important. If he can just curve out with a long toss cub, then maybe a rogue refine or something. There. So he's got the forest in a tune.
He's got a Bristling Hydra, he's got a long task card for turn 2. I think that's quite a good start. Chris, however, not having any greens. He's got an Ether Hub, and he's got Essence Scatter again.
But he's only got 1 land.
I feel like the long task card comes down underneath the Essence Scatter.
Yeah,
though.
I think he just mulligan. The long task cub would come underneath the
no reason for
it's going to get really out of hand if he can get another land, because he's going to attune the long task cub. Get a
just attack
land,
with the long task cub, really.
The long task cub, and then he could even play a Word of Virtuoso before combat. I don't know if he wants to. Then he can get in for 4.
Yeah, and it's out of Harness Lightning range for a little while at least, and it keeps growing.
Is he mulliganing?
It's a bit odd.
He's taking a mulligan, and his cards are falling out of his hand. Maybe he just... he was scared he wouldn't get another land. Very conservative play.
He didn't seem too happy about it. He said, I had a pretty bad hand. I was just looking at it. But I don't think Chris confirmed with him whether he was keeping or mulliganing. Chris just went snap maul. He's going back before
now Chris has got the long task
Joe did. Now he's got cub. He's got some lands for the cub, and he decides to keep it. I'm not sure what I saw on top there.
He's keeping it.
Joe leaves his on top. Joe has a magma spray. but no red.
He's
I
got an ether
suspect
hub.
there's an ether hub on top.
Gonna-
No, Spy Bluff Canal. That's
even better, I think.
Does he run out the cub?
I think he does.
Uh,
What depends what he has in his hand.
with perfect information, I don't like it, but naturally we don't have that. So he's just gonna make it meet the Magma Spray. Into exile you go, and I'm gonna untap,
Bit of blowout for Chris, because now he can play the
play my Rogue Refiner.
Refiner. The Rogue Refiner is so good, because you just get all the value on ETB. So you don't even mind if it dies.
Chris doesn't have a Rogue Refiner to follow up. He's got his Whirl of Virtuoso, maybe. Does he have anything big to play next turn off the
He
Servant?
has
I
got
think
a
he goes
Glory-
Servant into Glorybringer.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even have another land.
Fair enough. So you'd have to draw one off the top. I do like the Servant though because it
He's
develops.
got a
the
Harness
mana.
Lightning. He could maybe play. Okay.
Yeah, he's banking on drawing
Yeah.
a land here, or at least having 4 mana now next
He
turn.
could have played the Well of Virtuoso and then next turn if you draw a land, play the Servant and Harness Lightning and have a Harness Lightning up. But he's just opting to go with the
Goes
Servant.
in for 3. Does he? Does he? Yep. I don't think Chris blocks there.
And then Chris
He's quite a fan of having mana.
plays a Long Toss Cub. Chris wants to draw, I think, any late game threat right now.
Joe on 3 energy.
I
here.
mean Joe. Sorry, not Chris. That was not ideal for
It was a land,
Chris.
but not the one he wanted. I think he just has to toast that long tusk cub immediately. Perhaps
How much
he
energy
goes
is
to
that?
blocks with
He
7
doesn't have
conduit.
energy. No, he paid the energy. That's fine.
Oh, it's a negate.
Negate.
That is painful.
If this is like a Glorybringer or something. Okay, and it's a Servant. He might play the Servant before combat, so you can...
No, I think he just swings in here. I wouldn't mind trading the servant for the rogue refiner at the stage. Chris clearly needs the mana.
He is going to play it before combat, and then he's just going to get the energy.
Joe going up to 5 energy.
He's going to swing with both. I don't think he blocks. He wants
I
to
think
get
he's
that.
happy with whatever happens here. Chris says no blocks.
He wants to get the...
He's going to grow.
That's 7 damage.
Oof, big.
Down to 10. But he is... Now this Glorybringer, the Cub's out of range.
No, you can't really. Joe still got 3 energy.
Yeah, I know. So he's out of range from Glorybringer.
That's what you said. It's out of range.
He's going to make...
That will help for a little bit.
blockers. He can even make... He can play a second one. I don't know if he wants to spend that much energy, because that's spending 2 energy to make a second one. And he's just going to pass.
Chris is on 4, 5, 6, 7 points of energy. 6 or 7 points of energy here.
What did George draw? Chandra's
Defeat. I think he makes some thoughts in response.
So he had 6
Okay,
energy.
he had 6 energy. He's using all of it. In we go.
With everyone.
Do you trade servants here? Or do you trade servant with rogue refiner?
I think.
Yeah, that seems like the
he
better
made
play.
Correct. And then he just takes 2, so he goes into 8. This isn't looking well. Good for Chris.
He does have a glory bringer.
You play a Glorybringer, and then chomp with stuff to next turn. He just passing. No, he's not passing.
I've got energy now. Get some card. What is it? What is the card that he drew? It was another servant, and he just played it. So now he's gone up to 4 energy, I think.
I wonder what did Joe draw?
Chris isn't absolutely dead here, but he's not doing too great. That long tusk cub is getting out of hand. He's got to find a way to deal with it
Got a gate in hand.
sooner rather than later.
But a gate right now, I don't think it
Chris
has.
only has creatures, though. What is it? Glorybringer and
Yeah.
Word of
And
Virtuoso?
yeah, I think it's a word of virtue, so.
Joe doesn't attack. Because I think Chris can just triple block that long tusk cub. And I think he would in this situation.
And then if he dies, then Joe's just out of gas.
I feel like the World of Virtuoso is a good way to progress the board while still having a trump, but no. He just wants to put the clock on Joe.
I wonder if he attacks with the Thopter. I think he just leaves it for.
I feel like he keeps at least 3 things back. I do want to get 4 damage in here. I don't know if I exert.
Remember, Joe's still on 20, so that's a long way to go.
Well, 2 hits puts him somewhere. 16 and then 12.
5 hits.
He does exert.
He's killing the servant.
He says that's fine. Joe takes 4.
He goes on 16. And he draws. He draws in a braid. That actually...
It does something.
I think he will attack with the long tusk cub now. Because now...
Yeah, you can make,
can't make any
yeah.
profitable blocks with the long tusk cub. He's just passing.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. I think I might have
I would have attacked.
pretended like I'm happy to trade your Rogue Refiner and Flying Guy with my Long Tusk Cub, and then killed the Rogue Refiner with a Braid, and taken out the other 2 creatures with the big Long Tusk Cub. Might have been worth it there, actually.
I think it would have been. I think he's just worried about if Chris...
Slightly painful.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused by that play.
Chris generating a lot more value off of his cards than Joe is.
Just chipping in for 1. Goes on to 15. He gets a Rogue Refiner, so... He can play the land and then play the Rogue Refiner.
I think he just plays the Rogue Refiner.
He might actually want to keep...
So Chris says, yeah, that's fine. He's just figuring out how to tap these lands. There's the green and the blue. And give it an Ether Hub as well. No.
He's keeping up all multicolored lands. He draws. And it's another Ether Hub. So, if he had played that land earlier, then he could have played this Ether Hub and had negate back up. But because he was trying to bluff with the land.
Yeah, sure.
Now he's already played.
Silly mistakes.
Now he just showed Chris the braid. Now he's kind of forced to use it because now doesn't have the supply.
I think committing the cub in combat would have been a much better play a turn ago. But now that window is definitely closed. He's going to untap his Glorybringer.
This is looking bad for Joe. And he's scooping it up, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. And he's just like, there's actually no way I can get through this.
Chris is into the...
That's it. That's. I think Chris wins here. It's mostly based on tiebreakers, but I suspect that with Joe's sort of
Chris must
top
be
of
happy.
the pack performance,
Very happy about this.
Yeah, I think he's good. He's a fine player. Clearly, he's been out of the game for at least a year, playing other TCGs, and this is his first semi-competitive event that he's come to and won. Clearly. A little bit of a balls up with the previous round, not being too familiar with the deck, getting to time, but fortunately managed to redeem himself here. And I think this earns him a spot in the final. And we've got, oh, let's see if I can find these. I'm gonna
The
switch
standings.
this over.
Um,
Intact. With that, we don't have very much. Okay, so that top bracket over there is the who is currently invited, and I think it's going to have Chris included after this event is processed. But we've got 10, 11 slots left for the other guys. Here we go. So James Comrink, one of the first
yeah,
qualifiers. These are the names we're going to see in the final.
and then Chris will be added to that probably.
Yeah, I think he gets in here. Some pretty scary. James Comrink, Thomas van Heerden, pretty good, scariest guys there. Akil
Yeah,
Joppy, excellent deck builder. Thomas Campbell, second place at last year's WMCQ. We've got a few reasonable players here. Can't just roll down the list and mention everybody. Everyone's done their bit to earn their invite here. And then lower down on the list, we have got the league standings. And I think the previous round, that was a mod. I think that's how he's gonna make it in if
if
his
Imad
performance is
wins
good enough.
this game. So where does it cut off at?
Hmm. It refuses to scroll down. It just wants you to see the currently qualified players. But yeah, that's it. We'll see you at the finals, I suppose. That's the last of the qualifiers. The people that are in are in. If you're interested in seeing who's qualified, who's top of the standings, www.mtgportal.co.za. Just click on the leagues tab, and you should be able to find this. Yeah, thanks for watching.